In this video, I'll be unboxing a selection of products from the new Streamplify range of entry-level streamer tech. We'll take a look at the webcam, the Light 14, the Hub Control 7, and finally their RGB mic that comes complete with a mounting arm. The intention is that once this kit is opened, it will replace my existing unboxing setup. So let's crack on and take a look at the first item. First up, we have the Streamplify 60fps webcam. Hang on, I should mention at this point that the unboxing of this is being filmed with my old 640p crappy cam. Trust me when I say it gets better once we've opened this cam, because obviously it'll be the one we use for the rest of the video. Yeah, as you can see, it's being held on with Velcro, cable ties, blue tack and willpower. Not really that great, but it will do to get us started. Anyway, I digress. Let's continue with the unboxing. Other than coming in a nice looking box, the cam comes with a full 1080p HD capture at 60 frames a second. It's auto-focusing with a full 90-degree viewing angle. It also includes a nice desk-sized tripod to use if you don't fancy placing it on top of your monitor. And as with all the Streamplify products we're going to see today, it's designed in Germany. Shame it didn't come with some beer and a sausage too. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Now we've got it opened, we can see there's an instruction cheat sheet here. Not really necessary though, and it doesn't seem to be much on it, but to be fair, it's plug and play, so you don't really need it anyway. It's quite well packaged, and the camera itself comes with a nice protection to avoid any scratches there. It seems to come with a nice long lead, and when you eventually manage to get it out, the first thing you spot is the full webcam shutter for protecting your privacy. It slides right along the whole thing and closes the eye. The mounting clip is quite standard for monitor placement and allows for good positioning with a 360-degree ball turn between the clip and the camera. And now with the camera actually in use, let's have a look at that tripod that comes with it. It comes in its own little box within the main packaging, and as you can see, it's a simple tripod, 3 legs, which do extend, and I didn't realise that until after filming. And it's got a couple of places where you can tighten it up nice and tight, so it's going to stay very, very stable. The one thing I did think about this is it's nice and hefty and feels very good quality. The autofocus on the camera is pretty fast. It picks up all the details nicely, and if you slow it down you can see with the pieces of confetti where it actually has taken those and picked them up quite nicely. All in all, the Streamplify webcam is a nice bit of kit that'll suit any streamer starting out. Though at £60, it's probably better to get it in one of the special bundles or when it's on offer. Next up though, let's have a look at the Light 14. No, the camera's far too close, that's not going to work.
A few inches later.
Okay, that's better. Here we go. This is the Light 14, which as you can see is of course a ring light. It has a 2-in-1 tripod that you can also use as a selfie stick, and it comes with 3 different mounts inside the box as well. On the box it boasts a slim profile, 2250 lumens, 3K to 6K colour range, and 10 temperature modes. And of course it's made by Streamplify.com. Now let's open this sucker up. Okay, that was quite hard to get into, but we got there in the end. Inside the box, it appears we've got a nice bag here that contains everything. Some things are actually packaged themselves, but the main ring light is in the bag here. Streamplify, of course. What else we got? Oh, yep, here's the other boxes. Quite a nice bag. Looks very sturdy. And it looks like there's a bit of space in there to put all the extra bits and pieces in as well. Okay, even the light itself's got a package around it, so we're going to need to open that. No, it's not a loose seat. It does look like it a little bit, but it's not. Okay, there's a strap for the bag. Looks nice and strong. A couple of clips on the end for easy use. And of course the obligatory bit of paper with the useless instructions on them. Yeah, there's not a lot on there. Let's get it open! So on the back we've got a main switch and plug there, and a USB connection which is 5V 2A for you to plug in your camera. It's got a couple of nice adjusters here. Yep, so it can move up and down and clip onto the main thing. We've got some buttons at the front here as well, and of course the connection to put your camera on in the middle. And here we go. This is the full stand. Not all the way up. It actually goes really quite high. But there's just a bit there so you can see. It is quite a good stand. It's nice and sturdy. But now we've got the remote control. Let's see how it actually goes. So we can switch it on and off. And we've got 4 options for changing the light as we want. So there we go. On and off. And then you've got different temperatures that's already set into it as well with the center button, which is quite useful. And it works quite well, but you do have to be facing directly at it. That's one thing I did find. So this is a ring light 14. It's pretty good. For the price, it's very good. Other similar competitor ones are very much more expensive. I like it. It's really good. Bit light, but good. Next up, the Hub Control 7. Now this looks really special. So this is a powered hub. It's got RGB lighting and the slots are suitable for quick charging. It's got 16 swappable acrylic icons, and of course it's USB 3, which is kind of a must now. Inside the box, it's very well packaged, as have all the Streamplify products been. We've got a separate box for the power supply there. The cable's actually pretty long, which is nice. And of course it's a USB 3 cable, you can tell by the blue in it. And here's the acrylic pieces. Come in a little bag of their own. And of course the main hub. This is actually quite heavy, it's surprising. It's got a nice base to it that's just quite soft so it won't scratch your desk. Pretty sturdy. I like the buttons. We've got a USB 3 socket there and a power supply because it is powered. Oh, we found the obligatory piece of paper with the unneeded instructions on them. We don't need a box. Okay, so once open, let's have a look at those acrylic pieces. We have 1 to 7 numbered and then various different icons there. There's not as many as I would like, I'll be honest there, but they're pretty good. You see, they're pretty good. They're a lot thicker than I expected, and they're a lot more solid than they appear. They're actually very, very good. But when it's lit and it's plugged in, they're very bright, very easy to see. There's a headphone one there, and they just pop in the slot. There you go. That one's a computer or a laptop. The light comes on and off when you switch it on and off, so you can switch each one on individually, and that's really useful for things like if you've got a Razer Tartarus, for instance, that doesn't work with every game, you can turn it on and off. The RGB goes from red on the left to blue on the right, with a bit of green in the middle. There we go. 1 to 7. 7 slots. Pretty bright. It's important to note that if you decide not to use the powered part of it and you want to use it just as a straight USB hub, it will still light up via your USB socket. Interesting, that. Well, there we go. It's a nice bit of kit. This is really nice. But I do wish there were more acrylics. There needs to be more of those. Go on, Streamplify. Let's have some packs of acrylic numbers and things. It is quite on the expensive side for a hub, but it is quite a special hub. Coming in at £60, you can get it for a little bit less if you shop around. Lastly but not least, we've got the RGB mic from Streamplify. This one is, as you see, RGB. It's got 2 audio modes and it's a cardioid mic. And comes complete with a mount arm inside, which is great for starting out. Let's have a look inside the box. Again, nicely packaged. So we've got a shock mount here. Always good to have one of those. Couple of different cable options there. USB, of course. And there's some ties there, which I forgot to get out. Couldn't get them out there. It's a very basic pop filter, but it's good to have one in the box. And of course, last but not least, the mic itself. If I can get it out of the bag. Here we go. Oh, it's nice. Now this feels like pretty good quality. Got the volume control there. It clicks on each level. A very clicky button there, which I assume is for the RGB, and the USB socket at the bottom. Nice. On to the second level, and in here we've got, yes, it's the obligatory piece of paper with the instructions on. Again, plug and play. Okay. Now this is obviously the bracket for the mount arm. It's actually nicely padded so it won't scratch your desk. Now, I had one of these before and it scratched my desk up to no end. There was no padding on it, so that's good. So this is quite a basic sprung mount arm. But I tell you what, I've only just upgraded mine from one like this, my main one from one like this, and it lasted me 9 years. So that's not bad at all. So yeah, that'll do the job fine. here it is in operation. As you can see, we've got it on the shock mount, and we've got it in the actual arm that came with it. And that's those little tags, those little labels that I forgot about. It's a little Velcro fasten for the for your wires. It's quite bouncy. And of course you got your pop filter there at the top. Now that button there, as I said, it changes the RGB. So let's have a look. The green one. Is that purple? Pink? Magenta, sorry. Oh, off. You can have it off. Or, there you go. It cycles all of them. So I know what you're thinking. What does it sound like? Well, I'll tell you what, this entire video has been made using this very mic. So if you want to know what it sounds like, that's what it sounds like. The one thing I will say is the pop filter is not really that great. I would recommend, after using it for this video, to get a new pop filter, a really better pop filter for it. But apart from that, the mic itself is really, really good. And coming in at between £50 and £70, depending whether you want the desktop tripod version or the boom arm that I've shown you there myself today. It is really good value for what you get. I'd like to thank Streamplify for providing the products for us to look at today. And if you've enjoyed what I've done here, don't forget to subscribe, follow, reshare and all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Ta-ra!